Hey guys, it's AJ here, and welcome to the second episode of Box Office Mash. Now, I know that we've only done one of these so far. It was back in like August for like the August 22nd weekend. And then I told you guys after that no, it was actually the August 15th weekend, but then I couldn't do it the next weekend because like I had vacation. Um, but I think we may have done actually one more after that. Yeah, we did one more the week after the 22nd, the 29th. But I'm really sorry about this. I completely forgot about the show, and there haven't been a lot of movies coming out lately, but there are going to be a lot soon. And this week was a big weekend for movies. So this weekend we had The Maze Runner. We had This Is Where I Leave You. We had A Walk Among the Tombstones and Tusk. Um, we also have the Skeleton Twins. Um, so let's get started. Let's start off first with The Maze Runner. So this is the only movie out of all the movies that came out this weekend that I have actually seen yet. I will definitely get to see A Walk Among the Tombstones and This Is Where I Leave You, but I have not gotten a chance to see them yet. But I am going to see This Is Where I Leave You tomorrow, and I'm seeing A Walk Among the Tombstones like on Thursday or Friday because they have off school next week. So yeah. So Maze Runner I saw yesterday with David. I was actually very, very surprised. It didn't seem as good as it ended up being. I mean, I knew it was going to be really good, but this was actually really amazing. Probably one of the best movies of the year. Probably one of the best of the whole summer, to be honest. It was a really good movie. It had really deep acting. It had a really cool ending, but also a really sad ending. My mom read the book and she saw the movie with us, and she said that the movie kind of drifted way off of the book, which is kind of cool. I really like how it does that. Other than the Hunger Games, because the Hunger Games, it just stays too true to the book because I didn't read the book before I saw the movie. I actually seen the first two movies first. And then I'm like, okay, I have to read the books now. So I read the first one exactly like the movie, but it was still really, really good. Then the second one was the exact same as Catching Fire. I did not like either the book or the movie of Catching Fire. I was just not a fan of it. Not enough action for me. Too much drama and romance in Catching Fire. And I hate how the Hunger Games is just too overrated. I mean, I love the Hunger Games. I'm one of their biggest fans. But really the only one I liked was the first one. A lot of people said that Catching Fire was better. But to be honest, I really, really liked the first one better. But yeah, and for some reason, a lot of people have been saying that The Maze Runner is going to mark the beginning of the end of the young adult book adaptation movie universe. Like, since there's been so many, a lot of people are just saying that, that Maze Runner wasn't that good, and that it's gonna stop all of these young adult movies from becoming, like, all these young adult books from becoming movies. But I really do not agree. And it did not get the best reviews. I mean, it kind of got mixed reviews. I mean, it was fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, but not as fresh as I imagined it to be. It only got a 62, which is really surprising. I thought it was just so good. I mean, at least the audience liked it. Like a lot of scenes like it. Like on Rotten Tomatoes, the actual critics gave it 62, and then the audience gave it like an 82, which is really cool. It was just so good, and it was left on something that you actually know that there's definitely going to be a sequel, because there is. There's actually 4 books in the Maze Runner series. There's Scorch Trials, The Death Cure and The Kill Order. The Scorch Trials is going to be the next one, and I actually heard that since October of last year, even way before the trailer for Maze Runner was released, they had already started working on a script for Scorch Trials, and as of now, it's in development, so we know it's most likely going to happen, which would be very awesome because it's really going to be an awesome story. If you don't know what it's about, oh wait, no, this is totally going to spoil the movie if I tell you what Scorch Trials is about, so I won't tell you, but it's an awesome movie, and it will most likely be in first place this weekend. A lot of people also said that it's expected to roll in with 33 million this week. I think it'll actually do a lot better. I think this movie is getting way too underrated, and I'm really surprised. I don't know why hardly anyone read the book, and I don't know, just there's not too much speculation over it. I mean, last night when I saw it, it was really, really crowded, which I was surprised myself. Like, we got there early, and then people just filed in, but then I was surprised to see that yesterday it only made 8 million, and usually movies like that make 30 million on opening day. Like, Hunger Games probably made over 100 million on opening day, but we know that nothing can ever top the Hunger Games, not even Divergent. But it did worse than Divergent, which I hate so much because Divergent was one of the worst movies of the year. A lot of people would disagree with me on that, especially some young adult book readers that are girls. They thought it was good, but it was just too much romance. I hated Divergent so much. I'm sorry, excuse me. But yeah, so let's move on now to A Walk Among the Tombstones. Now, when I first saw the trailer for this movie, it kind of reminded me of Prisoners, which is good because Prisoners was actually a really good movie, but I don't think any crime drama can ever top Prisoners. It was just so good. But Walk Among the Tombstones actually looks really good. If you know what it's about, it's Liam Neeson. He's this cop. Well, he was a cop, but one day he accidentally shot someone. It was innocent on the street, and now he's just a private eye detective, like a freelancer. And this man hires him and says that his wife has been kidnapped, and he gave the money to the people who kidnapped her, but they still killed her, and he wants him to hunt down the people that killed his wife. Now, it gets really disturbing, and it becomes one of those really disturbing crime dramas. But it does seem very, very good. I can't wait to see what happens at the end. The thing is, it kind of seems like one of those movies like The Grey, which Liam Neeson was also in, that isn't going to pull out a lot of money on opening weekend, but really is a good movie. The Grey was actually not bad, but it didn't make enough money as it should have. It was actually really good, but A Walk Among the Tombstones does look good, but I don't think it's going to be one of the top contenders for the spots in the box office this week. Then we have This Is Where I Leave You. Now, this is getting horrible reviews. I have no idea why. This Is Where I Leave You looks really, really funny to me. I'm a big fan of Jason Bateman. I mean, it's got a star-studded cast. Jason Bateman, Rose Byrne, there's Adam Driver, Jane Fonda, Catherine Hahn, Corey Stoll. I mean, the list goes on. It's definitely bound to be a really funny movie, but it only got a 45 on Rotten Tomatoes, but it did get a good audience review. It got 70%, which is cool because it does look like a really funny movie. I don't see what would be wrong with it. We'll find out tomorrow because it does look hilarious. It looks like one of the best comedies of the year. I don't see what could possibly be wrong with it, but it's definitely a big contender for the #1 spot this week at the box office. And then for our last movie that came out this week, we have Tusk. Now, this is a low budget, I believe low budget, like, independent horror movie. Now, it hasn't been advertised, like, at all. I saw, like, a standee at the movie theater the other day. It doesn't say what the movie's about. It kind of just has, like, cardboard cutouts of walruses, which I thought might be, like, a kid's movie or a documentary. But then the other day, I was watching South Park online at South Park Studios, and then all of a sudden I see a trailer for it. It's not what I expected it to be at all. It got horrible reviews, like a 41% on Rotten Tomatoes. It doesn't even seem like it's going to make hardly any money this week, probably not even in the top 10, so I don't even know why I'm speaking about it right now, to be honest. But yeah, so now it's time to say what order things will be in. So before that, we still have other movies that could actually be beating the movies that come out this weekend. This is what I'm really surprised about. Guardians of the Galaxy and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have just continued to dominate the weekend box office for the past month. I don't know how it's happening, but somehow they had some type of technique where it just happens. Guardians of the Galaxy is making as much money due to being in theaters as the Avengers did. I mean, it's starting to get insane. The Avengers stayed in theaters for like 3 or 4 months, and it's looking like Guardians of the Galaxy is going to do the same. I'm not sure about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I believe that is like the second or third highest grossing movie of the year. As of now, Guardians of the Galaxy is the first. And to be honest, I did think that Guardians of the Galaxy was better, but I really did love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Guardians of the Galaxy somehow just keeps dominating, and it's kind of like every weekend since like August 8th and August 1st. It's kind of been like a race to see who wins the box office, and like sometimes they switch off. Like a few weeks ago, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had like gotten first place like 3 weeks in a row. And then, oddly, like, there was 1 week where, like, hardly any movies made money. And then Guardians of the Galaxy got first place. And then there's also If I Stay. I forgot one movie. There's The Skeleton Twins. Now, I have no idea what this movie is about, but if Bill Hader is in it, it's going to be funny. I want to see it. I probably won't get a chance to see it because it's one of those limited release movies where, like, you don't get time to see it. It's probably in theaters, but you wanted to see it. But I don't think it's going to be in in the top 10 this week. I'm not sure. It's limited release. But let me continue on what I was saying before. But there are a lot of other movies, like If I Stay is still out. But yeah, so to be honest, I don't think those movies are going to top it this week. But there is also No Good Deed and Dolphin Tale 2, which are big contenders. No Good Deed was actually in first place last week. I believe it was. And then Dolphin Tale 2, I believe, was in second. No Good Deed, I don't think it's going to be in first. But for first place, this is a really big guess, but I think Maze Runner is going to be in first place for sure. Number 2, I believe, will be This Is Where I Leave You. Then number 3, I think, is going to be A Walk Among the Tombstones. Number 4 is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy for sure. No, actually, no, you know what? Not Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 4 is going to be Dolphin Tale 2. Number 5 will be No Good Deed. Number 6 is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy. 7, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 8, Let's Be Cops. Yeah, that's still in theaters, which I'm really surprised about. It brought in a lot more money than it was expected to be. It was hilarious. It was really good. One of the best movies of the year. What else? I don't even know if there are enough movies to even get through the top 10. I don't know. For some reason, this has been a really dry summer with movies. But there's also Maybe. Well, I no. Actually, no. If I stay, it would probably be ninth, and then maybe I don't even know what will be in 10th. Probably either Tusk or Sin City: A Dame to Kill For. I mean, I don't even know if Sin City is still in top. It has still been in the top 10s. Lately, I haven't been following the box office, but we'll find out tomorrow. So I will make a box office results video tomorrow. Just stay tuned for that if you want to know if my predictions were right. Tell me what you think will be in first place or your order in the comment section below. And thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment and subscribe for more.